Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to get tons of damage. What are they thinking? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when the opponent can't jump.
눌렀는데?
This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very
이럴 것 같더라.
creates a good corner opportunity. Checks with a medium. Oh, easy tech. Good heads-up decision opting for the driving cat. Wraps it up with a decisive combo.
좋은 콜 안 되겠다 이제.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Got their eye on the air. They just said, get that out of here. Hit them with a stop. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without the spot to use the super. The big flex.
배고파. 배고파.
Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Connects with the throw. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. The overhead denied. Life lead is there, but raw critical. What's gonna happen? Medium kick hits. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Somehow manages to block.
이런 약손을 더 내밀 걸.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Using their drive game. Final round. Who will the fighting get? And he's getting it all on the drive rush. All the throw connects. Player 2 drive impact misses. Checks with a sandblast. Quick medium poke. Overhead. Dangerous range here.
이게 안 돼.
Fires a blast.
타이밍 잘 보네. 안 되겠구만. 좋은 콜. 용서할 수 없다. 용서할 수 없다.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that rundown. Drops them. Looks like it hits them with a stop and pop. Player 2 has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? Plays on the pressure with the projectile. Blocks the jump in. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? You do not want to whiff an impact. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Sticks the jump.
나 꼭 그 킹오퍼가 차네. 에이씨.
Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That drive impact is blocked. There's a change of sides.
좋은 거 안 되겠는데?
What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Grabs them. Closes the gap for the grab.
이거 안 했는데?
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Jumps in. Player 1 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Plenty of time left for some drama. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Blocks it.
아이씨, 안 돼! 안 돼! 안 돼! 아, 나 죽어!
Will this be enough to kill?
아!
Threat. Just need one final push.
죽어! 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 죽어!
Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience
세계의
is only
대결이다.
gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Nice tech. These two fighters are perfectly synced.
어.
Player
아,
2
이런.
pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player 2 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Forward throw to continue the pressure.
죽어!
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The jump in is denied.
아, 이런.
That's going to lead to a juicy. What a finish.
오, 멋쟁이 형님! 멋쟁이 형!
Player 2 takes the round.
연습 별로 안 했는데?
What else can they get away with? Parries to cancel the fire. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. The jump in catches.
왜 안 써졌어?
You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that over,
아, 몰랑!
and then jumping in. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without Player 1 in dire straits with burnout.
아, 안 써졌어. 아, 실수했다.
And whip! They're wide open! Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looks like they want to drive impact misses. Knocked them out of the air. The drive impact doesn't work. Looking for a chance. Goes for the fireball, which is very willing to risk it for the noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Jump. That's feeling up, drops him hard. Forward rush. Nothing stops the train. Forward throw.
예.
Pressure on things. This is gonna hurt. This may turn into a big chance. Reads the throw and escapes. They're in range. We gonna see a jump. Gotta do better than that. Betting it all on the drive rush. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Nice fireball. Crowns them from above. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Quick medium poke. What are they gonna do? Checks with a sandblast. Fires a blast. Impact squat. Punish counter set the table. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Goes airborne. There's a burnout. Oh, but they picked it.
안 맞았네?
To fuck this out. Oh my God.
짜자! 미치겠다.
One for the replay.
와, 좋은 거 이겨버렸어. 진짜 뭐 콤보를 안 넣는데 이기고 있어. 이건 진짜 어처구니가 없다 내가. 아니 고정 딜을 놓고 싶은 거죠. 왜 그러냐면은 조은쿤이 아니 고정 딜을 놓고 싶은데 제가 이제 손해보는 게 크잖아요. 그게 고정딜을 못 넣고 있으니까. 그래도 좋은 쿤을 이겼네요. 지렸다. 야, 이제 부실골 일이 내 건가? 이제 미치겠다. 아, 근데 좋은 쿤 개웃겨. 모르겠어요. 오실래요, 형님? 합시다, 좋은 쿤. 네, 방금 들어왔습니다. 봤어요. 그 입장하셨습니다. 아, 진짜요? 진짜 세계의 대결. 예.
Still slugging it out here. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive moves. So
뭐야, 눌렀는데?
This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Starting to sweat a bit. That drive impact is blocked. Surprises him with a drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Knockdown.
아이, 잘못 눌렀다.
Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Shoots off a fireball up close. Looking for a chance.
잘못 눌렀어.
Sandblast. They need to rely on their instincts here. Jumps in. One chance here makes
짧아.
Plays projectile. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Holds out with the block. Takes a trip.
왜 안 쓰죠?
Because a full drive gauge can erase
모르겠네, 안
the
쓰죠.
life they have left in a flash. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive.
저 킹 오브 같이.
Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Close for the fire.
나 죽어.
Are we good? Going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 brings
아직
it home.
두판 아직 남았다.
How is this rematch going to play out?
이 선수는
Shoots off a plans a punish. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's going to break the silence first? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? All right. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 chases them down. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Takes a trip. Resolves the attack. There's the impact. Not letting that
또 잘못했다. 한 번 더 갑시다.
Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That drive impact is blocked. Sandblast. Rising uppercut. Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a change of side. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Jump. Barely blocks the jump in. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick hits. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Long range fireball to break the silence. Looking for a chance. Connects
눌렀는데.
Forward rush. Connects with the throw. Closes with the throw.
과감데스.
Smart stuff. Player 1 faced a giant and walked
이겼다.
away. What a win.
이야호잉.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sandblast. Checks him with the projectile. Jump in, finds the.
아이고 안 눌러졌네.
There's
Oh!
This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish.
아, 왜 안 써졌어? 에이.
You capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh, easy tech. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Next hit will end the round. Taking stock. Right lead opens up. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike.
아, 사람 살려.
Chance to make a
아, 아, 아,
one. Can't afford
아,
to stay
아,
without that drive.
아, 사 감사.
Player 1
거점
on the
먹었다.
board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
아,
Play with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Shows a medium kick. Goes for the jump-in. Jump. Genius read. Throws a fireball. Drive rush to keep it going. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Their spacing is so on point. But who's gonna blink first? Ah, burnout activates. Knocked them out of the air. Medium kick. Impact squash. Throws them. What'll be the plan here? Cross super hard incoming. What were they thinking?
어, 이게 이렇게 되는구나. 아, 눌렀는데.
Player 2 can't
어?
let this simmer.
아이고.
Never
발이 늦게 눌러졌다.
got them the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. Zones with the fireball. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust
어,
this match
눌렀는데?
wide open. Blocks it. Breaks the connects with the throw.
한 번 더 갑시다. 어, 이런. 안 돼. 너무 아파요. 나도 이해 안 가. 어, 눌렀는데. 어, 죽었다. 어, 아이고, 이건 내 실수다. 아, 이런 실수했다. 점점점. 아, 근데 저 며칠을 안 했는데 진짜.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get
연습을
down to
해봐야죠.
it. So let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Denies that throw attempt. Brushes off the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Opts for the throw. Alright. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? That drive impact doesn't get through. Reads them. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Shows the medium kick. Rolls in. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Digs in deep to get that drive in. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Zones with the fireball. There's a change of sides. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. They get the attack and get the punish counter. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of springs forward.
아이고 나 꼭 중단을 맞네.
And betting it all on the drive rush. Reads the throw and escapes. Player 2 needs to
아이고 왜 안 부서져?
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like the weight pumps the brakes on the impact. Goes with the fireball. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. All the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. What now? Oh man, just betting it all on the drive rush.
아이고 잘못 눌렀다.
Player 2 is in a very good
감사합니다.
Nothing stops this train. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Pokes with a kick. Ooh, you neck goes to the air.
안
Connects
눌러지네.
with the throw. Knocked them out of the air. Players get some big game on the wild hunt. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Both sides getting ready.
이겼다.
Delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Throws out the fireball to check him. The fighters continue to
아이고 아파.
early going. Alright. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
어.
Some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Still slugging it out here. Knockdown.
눌렀대.
With the back throw. Looking for a chance to
이런.
adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Throws him. What's next? Jumps up. Fireball from very long. What's next here?
내가 지네 이건. 오케이.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checking their reactions with a fireball. That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. They break forward to pressure the opponent. Time's the only thing moving here. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Hits them with a stop and bop. Smart play with the throw. Jumps? What's the next move? In with the rolling attack. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They return to pin.
가자.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters
아이고,
to lay it
잘못했다.
all on the line. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for off? Ooh, does them dirty. Excellent jump in. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Forward rush. Close range projectile. Drive rush. Okay, betting it all on a drive rush. This is that changes the fight for me. Rushes in. What now? Jump. Turns out. That's gonna leave him.
이겼다! 종군 이겼다!
Player one faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What?
야! 종군 이겼다! 종군 이겼다! 아, 종군 이겼다! 아, 루크로 계속 할까요? 딴 거 지금은 아, 장기프 다른 기술 뭐였지? 기억이 안 나서 아니 장기프래. 블랑카 좀 더 해봐야겠는데. 아, 블랑카가 기술이 또 있는데 생각을 하자.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low kicks are a no-go. Parries the attack and starts off zoning with fireballs. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on you. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Avoids getting cornered. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Time's the only thing moving here. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. The fight continues in the middle of the stage.
아이고.
Takes a trip.
아이고.
That drive impact is blocked. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Trades them from the stop, experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't afford mistakes.
감사합니다.
Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks
간다.
up
종군 당황했다.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sticks the jump in.
아, 이게 아닌데. 아, 꼭 실수하네.
Going on the offensive. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Hit them with a stopping block. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 is dominating this match. Anti-air in this punch. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Knew the throw was coming. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it.
아, 눌렀는데. 아, 꼭 나지. 반응이 안 되네. 안 돼! 감사합니다!
Noticeable life lead is a comeback flatline zone.
감사합니다!
Who could have guessed
신난다!
that turned out? Not me.
야호!
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Player 1 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Tries to bait him with the projectile. What are they thinking here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Player 2 chases them down. The throw misses. Takes a trip. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
이겼다!
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shoots off a fireball up close. Going on the offensive, charges forward. Hits them with a stopping block.
또 있는데 그 다음 기술이 뭐였지? 기억이 안 나네.
Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round.
예, 슬라이딩도
Deal
있는데
with that projectile.
기억이 안 나네요. 다른 것도.
Knockdown and zones with the fireball. Grabs and throws him with drive punch to keep it going. Checks with a medium. Gutsy play with the grab. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Player 2 is barely hanging in. All the throw connects. Medium kick hit. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Ooh, what a smart
아,
throw.
그래요?
They're in range. At the bit
아,
of
저기
Oki's
못 도고
spice.
가네.
Forward rush. This is one and
아,
what's next? Escape the corner. Who will put up turns out? Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone turns the game on the super.
아 이게 아닌데?
They're trying to bait each
아,
other.
이거였다.
Things are about to get wild here. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. They're taking a step back, shift them for the win. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
이겼다. 종군 또 이겼다. 만조크 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 만조크. 야, 종군 부실골 내꺼. 캬골. 아싸, 플래티넘 이겼다. 만족구 만족구. 사장입니다. 좆됐다. 좆됐다. 개 털릴 것 같은데.
Here comes a new challenger.
그러니까요.
They're all fired
무서워.
up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
아, 그래요?
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Saw that low heavy coming. Uh-oh. Falls short. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 with the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge?
아이고.
Tricky territory here. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Drive gauge finally recovers.
와, 빠르다 역시. 개 털린다, 개 털려.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Took him to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage.
눌렀는데? 아이고,
Drive them
전개
back
잘했다.
isn't going to work. Both fighters planning something? Checks with a medium.
개 털린다.
Gets out of that jam with
한 대라도 때리자.
Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. No contest so far. How's it
안
gonna
돼.
end? Hanging on for dear life, experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws them away, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Player 1 will look
아,
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
망했어.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Finds the time to squeeze in a ball. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right. This opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Decides to buff up while they can. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burnout is triggered. Sci-Hub going on the offensive? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
아 진짜 잡기절이 거리 절묘하다.
Smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks with a medium. Did well to
와 잘한다
going
잘해.
in. Dashes forward. Barely blocks the jump in.
아우 나 살려.
Holding on to
와 좀만.
good return. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners.
아 퍼펙트가 아니네.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game
야.
wins matches.
블랑카는 조은이한테 만족했으니까 캐릭 바꿔야지.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Lots of aggression from both sides. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive.
아
This might be prime
판이-
time to let it dip.
판이 바뀌니까 좋네. 담배도 필 수 있고.
To turn up the heat. Player 1 chases him down. Sticks the combo. Oh, easy tech. Stops the attack by using a drive pair. Taking stock. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. They break things off to take a quick breather. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Throws him. What's next? Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now.
오 좋은군.
Gets a risky buff in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Okay. Oh.
야 좋은군.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Decides to buff up while they can. Saihasho gets the counter hit throw.
오 좋은군. 오.
Closes the distance. Fires off the
아 이건 아니다.
The super
이건 아니다.
Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1
과연 종군.
needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do
아이고.
some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up.
오 좋은군. 오 좋은군.
Noticeable life fuel.
와 좋은군 이겼어. 좋은군 이겼어.
No doubt about it. Taking no
좋은군 이겼어.
brings it home.
죽어도 줘. 죽어도 줘. 아.
The first round again. Perfect. Terry.
다 됐다.
How will they follow up? Did well to get the buff in there. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. We're close to the point where one mistake
Oh.
could end the round.
오.
Can't tech the
Oh.
throw. Stops the attack by using a drive pair. Decides to buff up while they can. A clutch drive move here can close out this round for either fighter. Shows the medium kick. The quarter makes it hard
Oh.
to escape.
Oh.
What'll be the setup here? From low heavy to the kick.
오 좋은군. 뭐지?
Player 1
카운터인가?
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
야.
The drive rush there. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that.
이네.
Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball.
이게 저렇게 진입을 자주 하시네.
You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our
잘하는데요?
need to tread carefully.
좋다.
Hoping for a good return.
뽕야 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 뽕야.
Just be enough to kill.
気持ちよかっただろ
살았다.
Dead. This fight's not over. A real impact.
희망스럽대.
Even the slightest hit may end the round.
아.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
아 너무 웃겨.
Letting it fly.
희망스럽대.
Manages to block the jump-in attack. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm.
와.
With, ooh, what a
아이고 아이고.
play.
아이고. 아이고.
Super action.
아이고 아이고. 아이고 아이고. 아이고.
Sakai flies him over. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round one.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 2
Oh.
is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage.
와. 와.
Every mistake and picks
쩐다.
up the perfect KO.
와
Player
쩐다.
2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Checks them with the projectile. Medium kick hit. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going.
오.
Knockdown. Springs forward. with the
오.
drive
오.
rush. Player 1
오.
chases them down. Thrusts them
오
out,
좋은
keeps
코.
going.
과연.
Uses their drive to maximize their damage.
오.
Going in. Fireball into the corners. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Knockdown
오
and
이거.
medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback?
과연.
With drive rush to keep it going.
오.
Medium kick. One chance here may end this.
오.
Gives them the round.
죽어도 좋아.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
과연 마무리.
Last round.
마지막 싸움.
Now or never. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Both are ready to pick.
Or.
It's some juicy damage.
Or.
Hits them with the counter throw.
올.
What a smart throw.
간다 좋은 콘.
Fireball pressure. Trying to
오 간다 좋은 콘.
to the guard.
이겼나?
Noticeable
아.
life lead. Oh
뭐
my
모함.
God, they
모함 좋은 콘.
medium kick into the
Oh.
drive impact doesn't work. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Look at me.
오.
Nobody blink.
오.
Close
오.
range projectile.
오. 오.
Oh, engine.
나왔다.
This could be trouble. They're just gonna go for it with the super. There's a burnout. Oh, this is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Safe. Clinches the win.
개웃겨. 죽었어, 형님 아시죠? 좋은 꿈 발라버리시죠. 잘하시던데 아까 보니까. 잘하시던데. 역시. 방금 판 출리 잘하셨는데.
We are about to see a mirror match go down. where they
아,
can
이게
match each other
클래식
move for move.
그 뭐냐 복장이 그 좀 수염이랑 다르구나. 이제 알았네.
Player
뭔가
one
수염 입고
pushes
없고
the
있네,
opponent into the
차이가.
corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The low is denied. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking the jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Solid throw tech. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Does a good job of pushing back.
오,
Grabs them.
오.
Life lead opens up.
와 진짜 미쳤다. 와 반응 미쳤다. 크, 역시 무궁행.
Quick breather. Who will capitalize?
야 지렸다.
This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play well-placed projectile.
갖다 대주기.
Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play.
야, 아,
Fighters need to
아쉽다.
tread carefully. Jumps in.
오, 오, 오.
This may be it. Experiencing burnout.
와 역시
Super. Closing it out
역시
with a
너무
super
멋쩡.
hard finish. Nice and clean.
너무 멋쩡. 무짱무짱.
Player two proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
종구 형님한테도 부시골 줘야겠는데. 부시골.
Time to get down to business. The first round starting now. Solid block. Okay, they trade hits. Definitely shuts off the jumper.
와.
Two is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them.
아이고.
To deal with this burnout. Side switch with the back row, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. And they create an opportunity
아이고.
to get that drive in. Player two experiencing burnout. Knockdown, and they were right to be on
오.
that.
또.
One is Player two on the board first
아.
with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
개웃경.
Throws a fireball.
개웃경.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Goes for the fireball, which is very. Ooh, what's this?
와 지렸다.
This is
와.
gonna be bad news. Player two experiencing burnout. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. They're going for the super art. Player one, there's the burnout. On for the critical art. Press them with the critical art. Such a smart play to go for a situation. Fighting
과연
back against the odds and giving them a chance
서로
to
기도
win.
없고.
What are they gonna do? Oh boy. Both running.
미치겠다.
Player two showed they're truly the
아.
best of the best.
아 개웃겨. 가자. 형님에게 도전장을 내밀자. 묻자요.
Here comes a new challenger.
가자.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
종구 기대하겠습니다.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Player one has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Still slugging it out here. Holds out with the block. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball.
어.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets a crucial back throw in. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Players experiencing burnout.
아이고 잘못 눌렀다. 아이고 잘못 눌렀다.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
아.
Jumps up.
어? 아 여기 아니었네.
Checks with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. Experiencing burnout.
아유.
Jumps.
아이고 이게 아닌데. 아 몰라.
Big uppercut. Risky up close. Oh, the throw connects. What now?
안 됐. 아.
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Just go for it.
아.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
조군 이겼다.
To the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Blocks the jump in. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Spends the gauge on the drive rush.
와
So
판정
they break
좋다.
forward to pressure the opponent. Does a good job of pushing back. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Tries to with a fireball. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened
아이고,
up until
아프다.
now? Oh, with the throw. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Oh, easy tech.
아 오르게
They
못했네.
read each other so well. Shows a medium kick. Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Oh, says no to the impact.
어? 왜 안 맞니?
Excellent block to shut out the impact. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Denies the jump in.
아.
Nice parry. Barely blocks the jump in. Connects with the throw.
아 저걸 써버리네.
아! With a sick combo.
역시.
Amazing.
초고수.
That was a clinic on how
고수.
a solid neutral game wins matches.
고수. 고수. 아, 나 이거 사이드 그 1PP 아무 상관없죠 예약해도 그 어차피 한 명 빠지니까. 이거구나. 아 이거네.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway. Player 2
오.
in that dangerous burnout state.
흥미진진.
Can they outlast it? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Had the radar up and running. Takes them all the way to
캐릭터
the corner with
목
that.
그 목소리는 일본어가 훨씬 낫던데요. 그거 뭐냐 유튜브에 그거 비교하는 거 들어봤는데
Sick combo.
일본
Amazing.
목소리가 훨씬 낫더라고요. 일본어
Player
목소리가.
1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure
그래요?
on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what
캠-
the opponent wants to do first.
케미도 이러고
With the projectile.
일본 목소리가 난 더 나은 것 같던데.
Had an impressive round while managing their drive game. they'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Jumps?
그리고 왠지 모르게 그 류랑 켄이랑 아동게 막 이래 하는 게 서양이 말하는 게 뭔가 어색해.
Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Their spacing drops them from the air. Are they going to be leg six? All in with a rush.
오, 나왔다.
The big flex.
너무 멋져.
Broken jaw.
이야, 멋져.
Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Shakes things up with a fireball.
오오.
Maybe a little bit of super.
아이고.
TAT and fighters can do for you. Pops off the tank and scores the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
맞다.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to
큰일
go
났다.
in.
이스택 쌓았다.
Sticks the combo. Player one
아이고.
pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner.
아유,
Now they can
나도
create
좀.
some big chances to do damage here.
좀 정신 차리고 좋구만 이기는데 만족하면 안 되겠어.
Can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They hit each other. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Saihasho to start something?
오, 심하다.
You gotta be mindful of reaching
오,
jumpers at this
온.
range.
멋쩡.
Hanging on for
아이고.
anti-air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws a fireball. Had the radar up and running. Throws them. What's next?
어라.
Closes the gap for the grab. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Good chance here to
아이고.
recover the drive gauge or figure out the next
와우.
step. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side sweep. Player one in dire straits with burnout.
오.
Who you never know experiencing
Oh.
burnout. Knocked them out of the air. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in.
오.
Saihasho
클났다.
jumps in.
와, 역시 멋쩡.
Now?
멋쟁이.
What? Are they
너무 멋쩡. 와, 이게 죽네. 데미지 엄청나다.
Final
와.
round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Buffs up. Both fighters are raring.
그 콤보 늘려다 실수했다.
Has a super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the
아이고.
great in this game is smart gauge management. Player one can't use drive anymore. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Player two has a full drive gauge, but
어.
is on the brink of
어.
Player one was an absolute beast in that.
자, 빨리 카운터 좋은 콤 빨리.
They're all fired up. You're almost underway. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. They trade here, and now
아이고
well to
좋은군.
get the buff in there. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral
어.
somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Good read. Round one, moves the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge.
아이고.
Now, how are they going to use it? Pops up.
말렸다.
Side switch in the corner.
말렸다.
Steals back a chance.
말렸다.
Is barely hanging in. Uses the
와.
Oh, are they actually dead?
와.
気持ちよかっただろ
우와.
Impregnable and perfect.
카운터 종푼 어디 갔지?
Brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Blocks the jump in.
아이고.
That jump trips them up. Player one pushes the opponent.
아이고.
Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Okay, they trade hits. Throws them. What's next? Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around and opt for the throw to close it
낫네.
out. Player one takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that
아이고,
to help
좀.
strengthen their ground game. Quick breather. Breaks the block with a springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance.
아이고 좋은군.
Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Look, hits him with a stop and pop. Jump.
과연
Side hustle. Get ready to the corner. Life
아.
checks with a medium. Springs forward with the drive rush. What now? Confirmed sway engine activation. They want to end this flatline though.
히트 맞으면은 저거 쓰면 들어가지더라고요. 아 몰라. 한 번이라도 이겨보자.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Did well to get the buff in there. Throws it to negate the block.
아이고.
Player one chases him down.
아.
Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player rising uppercut. Drive gauge gap here. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. This is the ring. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Creates an opening with a low heavy. What's the next move? Connects with medium kick.
아. 아파요.
Sandblast. Wrapping it out up close.
이겼다.
Sees the overhead coming. The last round.
아이고 꼭 잡기를 당하네.
Player one with a slight lead. Will they capital? Ooh, what a smart blow. Oh, they switch sides. Shoot there.
와. 잘 보신다.
Both are ready to.
안돼. 아.
Fury's going to a dark place. Kai sends down Kairaku. Are we gonna see a comeback here?
아, 꼭 잡기를 당하네. 아, 잡기 진짜.
Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
잡기가 진짜 절묘하다.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Locks up. Finds the time to squeeze in above. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. All right. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Parries the attack. Oh, easy tag. Brushes off the throw. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Misses the drive impact. Very solid.
아이고.
Knockdown.
아.
Decides to buff up while they can. Medium kick hits. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Which they're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. Player two can't afford the stage for the
아.
Gives them
드라이브 오는 걸로 착각했네.
Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Checks with a medium kick. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the
Ah,
opponent
Papa.
wants to do first. Rising uppercut. Player one took that round comfortably.
아.
No need to bring out the big guns yet. Saihasho, knockdown and
아. 안 내미시네.
player one uses the gauge for a super arm.
아니, 예측할 때도 있고 보고 칠 때도 있고.
よかっただろ
예.
Fighters gotta roll up those quick hands.
아.
Player one took no time to finish.
잉. 망했어. 좋은 쿤이다. 좋은 쿤이다. 좋은 쿤이다. 좋은 쿤이다. 가장 만만한 좋은 쿤이다.
We're almost underway.
좋은 쿤이랑 할 때 가장 재밌어.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good parry there and checks with the projectile. No good up high. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 3 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time
왜 안
into
눌러져?
the corner. And now they can create some big
감사합니다.
damage here. Throws him down. Lots of aggression from both sides. Starts off zoning with fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground games here. Easily escape. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on their throw. Okay, we're at the halfway point now. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. All right. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there.
아,
This is the
아파라.
range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Checks them with the projectile. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Impacts and no-go. Feeling out the spacing. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down.
아니 눌렀는데.
Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They gotta keep their eye on the timer. Going in.
아이고.
Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't.
아이고.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
어?
They gotta be
아이고.
careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side swing. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive
어?
to good use.
아이고,
Full
당해버렸다.
control there.
이걸 졌네.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Parries the attack.
아이고 저 짧네.
Nailed with the punch.
이러구나.
A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Oh, burnout on both sides. Checks him with the projectile.
아이고.
To jump in. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Heading into the end game now.
아이고 이제 읽혔다 장풍.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump in is denied.
아이고 아 눌렀는데 아꼭
Ups the damage
되네.
on that by opting to go for the overdrive arc. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Checks with a medium. Barely drop, experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this if they're going for the super arc. The super doesn't hit. Burnout activates. Both fighters are out of breath. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something. Knockdown and this can lead to some big damage.
왜 안 눌러져?
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Drive. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Gotta do better than that. Pokes with a medium kick. Both willing to risk it for the overdrive. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Hit that with confidence.
아 몰라. 이따 이겨.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish.
아 그래요?
Nothing stops this train. The jump in is denied. Checks with a medium. Goes for the jump in. Ooh,
아이고
that's
아 잘못 눌렀어요.
That throw will do some good damage. Connects with the throw. Player 2 is in a good throw.
아 이런.
Here comes the corner pressure.
안돼.
Player 2 with the rhythm owning that.
아 눌렀는데.
Connects. So how did they read that throw?
아 이번에 졌다. 이거 콤보 한 사발이.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
아 이제 다운로드 당했어요 조은군한테. 망했다. 안 되겠다. 조은군한테 찌끄마기 가야지.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Maintains composure and
야,
goes to the corner.
야 이제
Player 1
성장했다.
being a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs
끝이
out.
없는 성장.
Not a lot of damage dealt.
역시
so
형님.
far. No telling how this match will turn out. Got their eye on the air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. No more drive gauge. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. The pressure is so intense here. Checks him with a projectile. Taking stock. Life lead over, springs forward with
Oh.
the drive rush. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Burnout.
아이고 망했다.
Taking the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night.
마음이
What else
급했다.
can they get away
아유.
with? Throws them to negate the block. Medium kick. Very solid corner switch. Get out of the corner. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Jumps? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out.
오.
Throws a fireball. Can they create an opportunity for themselves?
과연 종군? 아이고. 과연은 없었다.
Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. We're finally Barely ready to begin this lock, going on the offensive. The jump in is denied. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 will be in the
잘한다,
third
종군.
if their drive gauge runs out. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some
오!
damage. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
오, 좋은 군.
Getting into the end
오,
game now.
오,
It's getting tense. Gets
오, 좋은 군, 오.
player 2 on the board first with the win.
좋은
No
군의
one to keep the pressure
분노!
on.
근데 저건 왜 초반 때 계속 맞아?
Stop and bounce. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Max, what's this one gonna
야, 쩐다.
Indeed to get that drive in. Looking to impress with this super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill him. Taking no prisoners.
야,
Here's the final round. The real fight
이걸,
starts now.
이걸 예측한 건가, 좋은 군?
You
어,
want to put a new spin on things with that fire.
아닌 것 같은데.
Blocks it. Still plenty of time left. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? All in with a rush. Player 2, the throw is denied. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Jump.
오, 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 오,
Player 2 still has a chance. No.
오.
Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu
와, 데미지 미쳤다.
They're in lit drive up.
투데프 가서.
Player 1 survived that match.
어.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage?
오, 오, 멋쩡. 멋쩡.
Is just about out of drive after that. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan.
오,
Player
멋쩡.
1 in that dangerous burnout state.
너무 멋쩡.
Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner.
이야,
Takes a
쩌렁
trip.
쩌렁.
Throws a fireball here. KO.
나이스. 와, 역시
Player
멋쟁이
1
형님.
on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
어, 뭐 방금 뭐지? 잘못 쓴 것 같은데.
Checks them with the projectile.
아, 그래요?
Fireballs are risky, but if
저렇게
your
쓰는
opponent
것도
doesn't
있구나.
jump, they're one of the best ground game players. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 hits them with a stop and drop. This
들켜버렸.
could be bad news. Peppers them with the lightning blitz. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage.
안 돼. 오,
Still slugging it out at this range.
아이고.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly
오게.
from the get-go. They trade hits. Barely blocks the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Ooh, you never know. All in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Knocks them out of the air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Forward rush. Medium kick.
오게.
Two. Pops them hard.
오,
Player
호독. 오, 안 맞다.
But it's going to be an uphill battle.
가자 똥파오 류똥파오 가자.
Betting it all on the drive rush.
아이고.
Jump in. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. The first round begins.
오.
No time to take the low. Shows the medium kick. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. That was tricky. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Goes for the fireball. Blocks the jump in.
아이고.
Player one in that dangerous burnout state.
아이고 아이고
They
아이고.
need to hold out. Player one has used up all of their
어.
drive.
오. 크게 맞았다.
We have one
아 아니다.
player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Recovers from burnout, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Had the radar up and running. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Heading into the
오. 아 저런 식으로 되는구나.
Player
아.
two chases them down.
좋은 거 배웠다.
And the throw ends the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jumping at this range. They
빠람빰.
may be planning to spend
맵이
their drive
다르니까
gauge here.
소리
Both fighters will have to decide whether
부금도
they
아마
want to
다르지
go
않을까
with an all-out
싶은데.
offense powered by their drive or play it safe and
오.
conservative. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to
아이고.
tread carefully.
또또또또또또또또또또.
Empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. If they're going
그거 뭐야 실패하셨어.
that's not
가자. 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 가자.
good return. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
과연 흥미진진.
Fireball. Who's going to steal this win? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Rushes that off and
오,
keeps
오,
going.
오.
Gut punch. Perfect.
나이스.
Here comes a big combo. Barely blocks the jump in. This is gonna hurt. Player one with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
한 사발이. 콤보 한 사발.
Connects
아이고.
with the throw. Then
어.
whips. They're wide open. Going in. Breaks it. Nothing stops
아이고.
the train. Stance change. All drive rush.
아이고 중다.
Right back with the Lord.
아이고.
Fire. Hook them up. Oh, they are
아니 색깔 들어가요. 근데 가자. 가자. 컴바지 새끼.
Here comes a new challenger.
아이 종쿤 이기려고 갈 들고 왔는데 사장님이
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
ミッションに取り掛かる。
負けないわよ
Here we go. What are these fighters going to
Oh.
do? Starts off zoning with fireball. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one is just about out of drive after that. That overhead was a bit obvious. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player one in that dangerous burnout state.
아
They
아파 아파.
outlasted.
아 이게 안
Player
띄워지는구나.
two creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more
Oh.
damage opportunities. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Spends the gauge on the drive.
아 사람 살려!
Burnout.
사람 살려! 아다다다다다! 오도도도도도! 아! 오! 살았다.
Solid combo. KO.
아이 꼭 잡기 심리에 당하네.
Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go.
아이고 한 사발이 맞았다 또.
That combo did decent damage. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball in. Good distance for a shot. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Hit them with a stop.
아이고
Player two will look to apply pressure here.
너무 아프다.
Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Ends the meter.
아이고 뒤지게 쳐맞네.
We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Knockout and
아!
closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
Truly.
Player two took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here?
오 저게 맞네.
Player two versus
아 나 꼭 걸리네 이걸.
buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
아이고
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown.
아빠라.
Get
아.
Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Fires off an overdrive. Parries the projectile. It's not easy to parry projectiles in the heat of a match, but it's definitely effective. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player two is going to have a hard time managing somersault kick. Stop the cold. Scrapping it out up close. Player
아이고
two
눌렀는데 아 왜?
They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip.
아이고 또 한 사발이 맞았네.
Very slick with the combo. Experiencing burnout. Hit them with a stop and bite. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Quick breather. They decide to take a hit the drive. Upping the pressure with these baby booms. Checks them with the boom. Player two is in a very good spot now. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Okay, here we go. There
아 안돼! 좀만!
Player one throws them. What's next?
아 이겼다. 후!
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Open with a fireball. Blocks it. Smart play
아
with the throw.
잡기 좀 어렵다.
Good damage.
아이고.
Player two will look to apply pressure here. A forward rush. Closes the distance. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's
아이고 너무 대놓고
no
했다.
one has dominated the fight. Player two with the rhythm. All in with
아 잡기 좀 어렵다.
the connects. Player two is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Drops the ball.
아이고.
Player two is in a very good spot now. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Turns out. Okay, here we go. Keeps them out. Getting in
아이고.
on a drive rush.
아이고 잡기. 아 잡기 대처가 안 된다.
Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
빨리. 그 뭐냐 사장님이 그리고 굉장히 엇박으로 잡기를 넣어가지고 아 사장님 잡기 대처가 진짜 힘드네. 좋은 구는 좀 약간 잡기 하는 게 보이는데
This isn't about just
사장님 건
winning the
힘드네.
match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the
그래도 초반에 뭐냐 형님한테 많이 맞으면서 잡기 대처 타이밍을 알았는데 아 그래도 사장님 타이밍 어렵네.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Knockdown. KO.
아 우리 카운터 좋은 군 어디 갔어?
What else can they get away with? Throws them to negate the block. Medium kick hits. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. What'll happen here? Connects with medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Player, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Both fighters have a full super meter on and eats it.
와 저게 저렇게 들어가는구나. 아.
See a comeback here. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
좋은 군.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Can't take the throw. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful.
그 형님 드라이브로
That drive gauge is gonna get tricky.
그 다운된 거 일어설 때 타이밍 맞춰서 잡기 하면은 점프해도 잡혀요?
Right lead opens up.
아 점프는 그 점프가 되는구나. 바로 잡히나 싶어가지고 일어서는 타이밍에.
Connects with medium kick. Consumption.
저는 일어서는 타이밍에 잡기 하면 점프도 안 먹힐 줄 알고.
On the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
다른 게 이제
Nice cross up. Rattles them with a spinning bird.
아 하긴 맞아.
Gets
그래가지고
ready for the corner.
많이 맞아.
Chases them into the corner and will
아
now
잡기
look to
어렵다.
use it
잡기 쉽네.
again. Big throws. A quick breather. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Turning it right up
이제
with the super.
거리 조절을 또 잘하시더라고.
Serving them a severe beatdown, and the fun's just starting. Culture.
어? 아 예.
Tons of space to switch turns out. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
예.
Player 1 is in a very good spot.
아이고.
Closes it out. The final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Medium kick. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. All in with the drop. Connects with the throw.
어.
Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Nice fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Turns out. Oh my, the throw tech. What's next? Throws them. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with clutch anti-air.
어이구.
Close range protect.
아이고.
Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Nowhere to run. Drive rush.
어.
Quick medium.
어 좋은 군. 어.
Links it.
오 나이스.
Player 2.
미치.
Anti-air.
좋은 군. 미치겠다.
Perfect damage calculation.
좋은 군 결국에 뒤지게 쳐맞고 끝나버렸어. 이길 수 있는 타이밍이 안 돼.
Watching replays for this one for a while.
오 나왔다 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 마농. 만홍이 괜찮아요? 아 근데 스택 싸움은 잡기 데미지가 미치긴 하더라고.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Jump in,
오,
finds them.
오, 나이스.
The combo's there.
오, 오, 야, 쩐다.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? An aggressive
오,
attack. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player one is just about out of drive after that.
오,
There's space to make something happen here,
아이고,
and
아이고.
neither fighter looks willing to back down.
야,
Knockdown. Burnout
아이고.
mistake. Player one can't afford mistakes without that drive.
아이고.
Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Okay, they trade hits.
아이고.
To jump in. You can
Oh.
open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Grabs and throws them away. Good work staying in throw range there.
야, 저거 진짜 한 사발이 개 아프다.
Doesn't miss a beat. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player two will look to apply pressure. It reads the jump in perfectly. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Gotta do better than that. Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. So, what's next? This
Oh.
is a big
오,
damage.
아이고. 오, 오,
Guard is on deck.
나이스. 아이고.
Next. Turn
아,
Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Who will come out on top? Lots of distance here. Flatline zone.
야, 그래도 이겼다.
Here's
역시,
the final
역시 형님
round.
쩔어.
The real fight starts now. Open with a jump in. Who's going to steal this win? Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Fireball into the gotta do better than that. Solid anti-air. Player two with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense?
오,
There's been some
나이스.
but no one has dominated the
3스택.
fight. With super arts into play.
아이고.
Enzo there to call them out. Steadily building that metal level. When are they gonna go?
오,
Oh, Ross super here.
아,
This could really tip the scales. Dangerous range here.
오,
A trade. Now what?
우리 진진.
Hitting with the fireball. How will they react? The jump in, it bears the
오,
burnout.
야, 쩐다. 크, 지졌다. 방금 지졌다. 야,
Comes out
쩔어.
on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match.
야, 맞는가? 예, 아마 저 커자보로 알고 있어요. 지졌다.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Can they outlast it?
어, 어.
Reads
오, 쩔었다 방금.
What's coming up next? Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive.
아이고,
In a dire situation, they can't afford any
아이고
mistakes.
죽다.
Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Both fighters planning something? Player two creates a good corner opportunity.
어, 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 어.
Attempts to break the stalemate.
아이고,
Come from the
아이고,
back like that.
아이고.
What a comeback. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
아, 개꿀잼이네.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
아이고,
Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
맞아, 맞아.
How will this impact things? Risky up close scrap still going.
조은쿠도 플레이 같잖아요.
Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Separates
어,
the good from the great in
겸손,
this game
겸손해.
with smart
웬일로
game
조은쿠니
management.
겸손해.
Both fighters are low on drive. What will they use it on? Blocks it.
아이고.
burnout activation.
아이고,
Lead is there, but still anyone's game. Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hayoku set. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
아, 나 출리 저 복장 얻어야 되는데. 아, 월드 투어 겁나 하기 싫어.
It's time to go all in.
진짜 그냥 사버려야 되나.
In exchange for some meter. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here?
헐?
Neither can lean on their drive too hard.
같이 출리를 한번 연구해 봅시다.
Very important here for both fighters. Player 2 has them
그럼 줄이를 연구하시려고요?
throws them to start the corner pressure. One fighter's drive gauge is
나도
just about
줄이
empty.
한번 연습해봐야 돼.
Super
오,
knockdown. Life lead opens up. Player 1 chases
와우,
them down.
나이스.
Takes a trip.
오, 이거.
Player 2 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Had the radar up and
엄청난
running.
심리전.
Okay, they trade hits. Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to
아이고.
secure better damage. So burnout activates. Player 1
아이고,
in
한자발이.
dire straits with burnout. What'll happen if a super art?
오,
Big opportunity coming. Gets out of the corner. Reaches
아이.
out with the lightning kicks. Sliding.
오.
They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Fireball into the corner. They're trying to
과연.
force the opponent into making a mistake.
어.
What's next? Player 2 is in a
오, 아이고. 나 반응하신 줄 알았는데.
Player 2
아. 딴딴딴. 가자.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Goes for an overhead. Blocks the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan?
아, 저 잡기 심리 어렵다.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
아이,
They go for it.
완전
That's a good
망했대.
read. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Goes for a drive. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Projectile to try and change the situation. Uses the drive rush.
와,
to steal
잡기
their
쩐다.
turn. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 chases them down. One picks them
아이고,
off the
체력이 없어.
Good read. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in.
와, 점프 타이밍.
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Good distance for a shot. They both have full drive gauges to work with. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup?
아, 쟤 안
Be
닿네.
careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side trick. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Fires without warning. Looking for a chance. Jacks them with the boom. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Overhead, but it won't work. Player experiencing burnout. Let's loose a boom.
와,
Are we good? All the throws connects. Getting up
Oh.
close and personal.
아이고, 아이고, 잡기.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real play.
아이고.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Checks him with the boom. Solid combo.
아,
Gets them
중단.
all the
아파.
way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. All right, what's coming up next? A drive rush to
Oh.
try and keep up the attack. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Okay, creating some space here. Player 2 chases them down. KO.
아이고 저걸 당하네.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Checks him with the boom. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it?
아 아팡.
Kick.
좋댔다.
Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen here? Long range fireballs to break the silence. Checks them with the boom. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Let's loose a boom. So they were
아안 내미네.
SBK hits.
아이고.
Scores the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
아쉽다. 여기 비 많이 와요? 다음 주 윗지방은 아예 다음 주 목요일이던가 연속으로 돼 있던데.
Our fighters are ready to
비가.
lay it all on the line. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Got their
아이고,
arm in the air.
아이고, 한 사발이, 한 사발이.
Well, tap to close it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Can't text the throat, springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Medium kick hits. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters have a full group of hits them with the
오, 가자.
can't squander this punish counter check. Players looking to impress with this super. Question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
칸이 없었어.
Going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Overhead, but it won't work. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. All in with a rush. Both players.
오,
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge damage. Excellent block. What are they gonna do? Kazanchu.
방금 오르게 날려 있던 것 같은데.
How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 blinks it. Back into the corner. What's side switch?
오,
Just a
오,
side
오,
switch.
구석. 아이고, 아이고, 너무 무서워. 너무 무서워. 오, 가자. 아, 못 가고 있어. 오, 가자. 아이고, 못 가고 있어. 아, 중간 잘 쳤는데 망해버렸어. 웃겨. 아이고.
Rattles them with a spin and turkey. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 2 is maintaining the corner
Oh.
position for some juicy
어,
damage.
어, 어, 어.
Perfect
아이고.
low attack. Player 2 picks up the always important first round.
그래요? 예전에 제가 그래가지고는 빡치더라고요.
Player 2 creates a
어,
good
다행이다.
opportunity.
아니, 저는 다 튕겨가지고 인터넷이 안 돼가지고 개빡쳤어 그때.
Medium kick
와, 이거 퍼펙? 퍼펙?
for a super up. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. That combo did decent.
퍼펙이네.
Perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
아시죠, 형님? 나가버렸어. 아, 알겠습니다. 가일로 좋은 군 가지고 놀아야겠다. 야호!
New challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here?
아이고. 아이고. 아이고.
Solid combo. What's going to follow the combo? Rushes off the impact. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Oh, easy tech. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for
아이고,
the drive
어이어이.
gauge. Can they skip it? Good.
아이고.
Player 2
안 돼, 좋은 콘에 대한.
They'll want to keep the pressure on.
발라야 되는데. 아이고.
Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Good somersault kick. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
아, 이런. 하필 졌대.
Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. But oh my god, what a throw set!
맞아. 통과되지. 아이고, 좋됐다.
Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up.
아, 왜 안 돼? 아, 왜 안 써져? 이런. 아쉽다.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
가자.
They're
좋은
still
군 이길 수
hungry.
있다.
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick.
왜 안 써져? 아, 맞아. 저걸로 안 이어지지. 나 착각했다.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Reads their mind and techs the throw. These two
오,
fighters are perfectly
위험했다.
simple. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Goes for an overhead. The jump in is denied. What are they thinking here? Comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Brushes off the impact. Shoots off a fireball up close. Holds out with the block. Takes a trip. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner.
어,
Heading into the end game now. It's getting
아이고.
tense.
이겼다.
To close it out. Player 1 on the
아이고.
board first with the
위험했다.
win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. With that
오,
drive impact,
아,
checks them with the projectile. Parries to cancel the fireball. It's not easy to parry projectiles in the heat of the match, but it's definitely effective. The jump in catches.
저게 아닌데?
Taking stock. Player, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Hits them with a stop and pop. Manages to block the jump in attack. Barely blocks the jump in. Checks him with the boom. Good.
아 저거 뭐냐 그거 안 돼버리네.
Player
안 돼!
wins it.
아!
To impress.
개똥 파워.
Super. Sets it up. Goes for the shin shoryuken. They're
아파.
willing to go all in here.
안 되네. 안 내밀었네. 내밀 줄 알았는데.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Sonic boom. Both players look to the low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Both fighters are at the bit of OD Spiceful. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player one with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has. What are they gonna do? Escape the corner. Escaping the corner. Drive rush. A jump anti-air in the make forward rush.
아이고.
With the rhythm, owning that space. Side switch. What now? Player one is in a very good spot now. A jump in. The throw is denied. What's next? Turns out. Let's lose a boom. Dangerous range here. Throws, but gotta do better than that. Throws them. Both sides getting ready.
아자!
Player one made all the right moves.
없어요.
And that is only gonna make them stronger.
거리제기.
Not over yet.
이겼다!
Believe it's time for that run back. Shuts that down with a parry. Sonic boom. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Decides to go in with the target combo. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Brushes off the impact. Decides to meet them in the air. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. The jump in is denied. Oh.
아 아파라. 아파라.
Takes the chance to hurt him. Heading into the end.
감사합니다.
It's getting to end the throw. Player one on the board first with the win. They want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Will that drive impact get punished? Miss your mark with the impact and you're open to a punish.
아이고 이게 아닌데.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Medium kick hits. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward.
아이고
with
또
a
중단을.
drive. Knockdown and player two will look to apply pressure here. Gets them with the anti-air. What'll happen? Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick.
아이고 아 살람 살려. 오 감사합니다. 안돼 아.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump.
아이고.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods pick and whips? They're wide open.
아이 띄워줘서 감사.
Handle with care. You can't drop drive it. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably insane.
아이고 아파라. 안 맞네. 아이 왜 안 돼? 눌렀는데 꼭 가드가 돼버리네. 왜 안 눌러져?
Got him. They're just gonna go for it with Jay.
이거 왜 맞으심?
Straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath.
이거 진짜 왜 맞았지? 야, 오늘 나 좋은 콘 많이 이긴다. 나도 어엿한 플래티나. 미치겠다. 아,
We're in for something special right here, right now.
아 웃겨.
ミッションに取り掛かる
手加減し
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Jump in, finds the mark. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
아 맞아.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shoots off a fireball up close. We are near the end of the round. Can either
어이구.
fighter pull a rabbit out of their
안
hat?
돼.
No more drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Perfect input on the
아.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Shows a medium kick. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Throws them to start the corner pressure. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Overdrive arts give moves a big power
아이고.
boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge. So meter management is
아이고.
big exchange blow. There's a change of side.
아이고 안 되네.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
이쁘다 이쁘다.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumper. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2
아이고, 왜
is
이랬지?
maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Grabs him. Knockdown. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Gets the jump in.
아이고.
Takes a trip. Does a good job of pushing back.
아이고.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sonic boom. Parries the projectile. Checks him with the boom. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireball.
아, 저게 뚫리네.
If the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 has
아,
the
저거
right
뚫리네.
kick.
이것도
And
뚫리는구나.
they use it. Somersault kick stops them cold. Risky up
어이구.
scrap still going. A quick breather. Smart play with the
이게
throw.
씹히는구나.
What'll happen here? Quick drop. Are we gonna?
아이고 개발렸다.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. All right, what's coming up next? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more experience against him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. He jumps. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Throws him to negate the block. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive on him. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Both fighters have a full super meter. Into Hadouken! A quick breather. In there! Player 2 just posterized their opponent.
아, 왜 이렇게 충전이 안 돼, 전자담배. 이래, 이씨.
This is crucial.
분이
The opening
좀
round is about
잘해야 담배 필 수 있는데. 저러다가는 끝나버리겠네.
Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Track that jump nicely. Ooh, will they hit? With?
아,
Even
방금
charge in?
좋았는데.
Tricky territory here. No good up high. Low whips. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 1
안 맞는데?
chases him down.
아이.
Taking stock. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect down to the one.
아하.
Nautilus wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night.
이거 좋은 거.
What else can they get away with?
이거 어떻게 쪽을 못
How will
써?
they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Not having the cross-up. Spot on blocking. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Hits them with a stopping
왜
bomb.
데자뷰가 느껴지지?
Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away.
아이고.
Roses with the throw.
아이고, 좋은군. 가자! 쟁이 형님을 한 판이라도 이기자. 좋은군이다. 좋은군이면 이거 나름 희망이 있는데.
Are ready to lay it all on the line.
아, 맞아. 기억났다. 네, 그걸 안 썼구나.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. The drive impact
아이고, 잘못 눌렀다. 살았어! 희망은 있어!
Life lead opens up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out.
희망은
The
있어!
neutral game is very important. Burnout activates. Quick breather. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Barely blocks the jump. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping
아이고.
in.
넘어가 버리네.
Burnout. Player 1 in dire straits hits them with a stopping.
아이고.
Opts to continue the attack. Burnout activates.
이럴 수가! 져버렸어!
Like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is
가자,
this rematch
좋은
going
푼
to
이기라.
play out? Are we gonna witness a blow up here? The jump in is denied. The
아이고.
move whiffs and they get nailed with the punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Taking stock. Player one blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Checks him with the projectile. Holds out with the block.
어?
Knockdown.
어?
Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard KO.
아이고. 안돼. 안돼. 조은쿤한테 지면 안돼.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. That drive impact is blocked. Box him with the target control. Player one was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. We may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Barely blocks the jump in. Player two
아이고.
gets the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Knockdown and hit.
아, 뭐 자꾸 눌렀는데? 아, 망했다.
Experiencing burnout.
아이고.
The spot to use the super. The big flex. The broken jaw.
갔다.
Ryuken. Player
망했다. 뭐 맞아줌?
This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only to wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
이겼다, 이겼다.
Last round, people.
이겼다.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who will come out on top in this final round? Blocks it. That's solid anti-air.
아, 눌렀는데.
They just said, get that jumping out of here.
아이고.
Flat, it's in the card for him. Player two is in a very good spot. Fireball pressure. Trying to win. Excellent block. Nothing.
아, 끝났다.
Pops off the tank and
아, 이번에 너무 말렸다.
player two was an absolute.
아, 이럴 수가. 조은쿤한테 밀려버렸어. 나의 부실골. 아, 내 부실골. 아, 왜 그러냐면 조은쿤을 이기면은 나름 부실골 칭호를 따진단 말이에요. 속이 왜 쓰려요? 저한테 져서. 형님 안 하세요? 아, 그래요? 아유, 담배 한 대 빌려 했는데.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters need to bring their A game to
맞아,
the
피해야
table.
되는데.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
응.
Waiting for the opponent to make the first move.
아, 담배 졸맛.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play
갑시다.
here?
오케이.
Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. There's a drive rush. to
어이구,
throw the
아이고.
opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames.
아이고,
making for a
저걸 또
potentially
나가네.
high return.
아이고,
It's
말렸다.
a good corner opportunity.
오, 감사.
Throws up. What's next? Player two is going to have a hard time managing
아니?
the drive. Well
감사합니다.
timed. Knockdown. Player two has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life experiencing burnout.
가자.
Right, what's coming up next? They need to rely on their instincts here. Barely blocks the jump in. They're both out of
아이고,
drive gauge.
어이,
Will
읽혔다.
they press on or wait it out? The fighters return.
아이,
Player
야.
two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Blocks the overhead. Who's going to start things off?
아이 저거 잡기를 왜 이렇게 강하지?
Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Raise their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up.
어?
Going wild with the throws in the corner.
너무 뻔했다.
Holding on to
너무 뻔했다.
experiencing burnout.
아이고, 아이고, 이럴 수가.
Player 2
안 되겠다.
wins it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
뺏길 수 없다.
Are we going to witness a blow up here?
뺏길 수 없다.
Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. A drive rush to try and
뺏길
keep
수 없다.
up the attack. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now
아이고,
they
안-
create some
안
big
되네.
chances to do damage here.
아이고.
In that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing.
어? 안 돼. 안 돼. 너무 아파. 분명 막았는데.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That drive impact is blocked.
지금이다.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace.
꼭
You
잡기를.
know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. The throw missed. Manages to block the jump in attack. Sonic boom. Superb reactions on this play. What'll happen here?
아이고.
They gotta lean heavily on their drive move now.
저기 뚫리는구나.
Now to apply the pressure.
아이고, 이번에 너무 말렸다. 이런.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
안 돼. 이게 아니야. 아유, 좋은 콘을 뭐로 당황시키지? 뭐가 있을까? 그래요? 캔이라 블랑카라. 남자는 잡기지.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? They hit each other. Reads them.
가자.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Cleans up the round, ending it with
남자는 장기FG.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
아이고. 나
Power takes
맞아줬다.
advantage of everything that's happened up until now. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. They trade hits. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium kick hit. Shinrai kick for a mix-up. Shinrai hits him with a stopping block.
가자. 부실골 내놔. 맞아요.
Player 1 stays the giant and
부실골 내 거.
back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shorty throws him to negate the block. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving him into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Lays on the pressure with the projectile.
이게
Is the
막히네.
fireball part of their corner game? From up above,
아이고 이게 실수했다. 아이고.
and they get nailed with a punish counter. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate.
야 잡기 안 됐어.
Whiffs the throw. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. The jump in is enough.
아이고.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Misses the drive impact.
눌렀는데?
Negate the block. Box him with a target combo. Hits him with a
아이고.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. What's the next move?
눌렀는데?
Back and forth
아이씨.
reads are unreal. Misses the grab. Grabs and throws him away. They were right to be on guard there. It's a good spot.
가자!
Opts for the strike, ender for the damage. Looking for something after? Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overhead denied. Dragon Lash.
아이고. 이런.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Box him with a target. There's a punish counter.
갑니다!
Something very big if they can. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Combo with the target combo. Throws him. What's next? Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Life lead.
가자! 이런. 한 번 더! 몰라 그냥 죽어.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
이런.
Throw. Jumps in. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Max S.A. Gauges experiencing burnout. Going in, looking to
가자!
pile driver. Their spacing is so on point. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc.
가자! 따샤!
Question whether this is going to kill or not.
따샤! 우왕!
Taking no prisoners. That was a game on how
장기부 흠. 고생하셨습니다. 마리자 해볼래요? 아직도 예. 옵션 들어가지고 3만 누르라고요? 샵. 난다. 여기서는 못 가지 않아요? 네, 여기서 못 가죠. 샵. 이제 클리어했습니다. 좋은 건 안 되는데. 야, 오늘 연습이나 더 해야겠다, 나도. 아이고, 즐거웠어요. 예, 들어갔어요. 예, 들어갔어. 형님도 고생하셨습니다. 가서 푹 쉬십시오. 아, 계속 하고 싶은데 큰일이네. 큰일이네요. 아이고, 어렵다. 예, 형님 고생하셨어요. 들어가세요. 어. 아, 이거구나. 또 뭐 있나? 다 받았구나.